Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
You should look like the 90s threw up all over you, sir.
He's not wrong.
Oh no, please help me, help me, help me, help me!
You suck. There's something very familiar about all this. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Titans Return figure, and it's Decepticon Krok with Gator Face. This, of course, is a repaint of Skull Smasher, which we got, was it last year, I think, or Skull Splitter, or whatever they wanted to call him. They changed his name for some weird reason, and it's kind of this G2-ish looking color scheme, which is very, very cool. I'm going to have to, I don't remember this guy in the original line, so I'm going to have to go back and look, but I fell in love with the color scheme as soon as I saw the pictures of it, so I had to get it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Krok in packaging, and it's kind of interesting. The artwork is, at least to me, it says Transformers Generations. There we have him in his neon green and purples and blacks and looking all kinds of cool. It says Titans Return. It says Gator Face and Decepticon Krok, and then we got the artwork up there. There's some artwork on the side, nothing over here on that side, so just kind of a close-up. I really dig the artwork there. I like the shot of the head blasting off the robot there. What looks like the Death Star behind him. I'm presuming it's supposed to be Cybertron, or maybe one of the moons of Cybertron, but yeah, there he is, looking all kinds of sick. Very, very neat. And then there's some artwork on the side. Now, back of the packaging, very similar to what we've gotten before. Out of this, we get a little write-up. Robot, head comes off, head can go into Gator mode, and it transforms, all that kind of good stuff. The Headmaster gimmick works across the entire line. You can get Repugnus, which I have already reviewed. You get Decepticon Quake, which I have not picked up. Autobot Broadside, which I have already reviewed, and Sky Shadow. I've also done a how to fix video for Broadside in his jet mode. I'll put cards to those links that I've already done in the video here, so if you want to go check those out, you can. So just kind of close-ups. Here are the other figures in the wave that you can get. So kind of cool, and then some artwork type stuff. He can ride in the Gator. He's also in Robots. And then here is the write-up. If I can get that all in there. You know what? Let's do a close-up here. This is kind of weird doing backwards. So if you want to pause and read this, you are more than welcome to. And then there is the other side. So yeah, very, very cool. If you have seen this out and about, it's been here recently, and you know, if you haven't gotten the other Decepticon alligator, I think this is going to be fun. I'd like to see an Optimus Prime one where they turn him into the alligator as well. So I don't know what it is. I love the Gatorbot. So let's go ahead and get Krok out of package and see what we think. So here we have Krok in his robot mode, and I love this color scheme. I don't know why. I just think this looks really good. It reminds me of a G2 color pattern, which is fantastic. That neon yellow-green, just really, really nice. The black and the purple, I think it all ties together really, really well. You know, I liked the original figure, Skull Smasher, Skull Splitter, whatever you want to call him, because that's one of my favorite Headmasters from a kid. And, you know, this one was kind of okay. It wasn't as good as what I was hoping it would be. But I really do like the color pattern on this. The mold is exactly the same. It has the same faults that I had with the other one. But I'm really, really digging this new deco. The problem I see with this figure, though, is the ball joints are a little looser than my original figure. And I'm presuming, again, that's from you know, mold degradation. It's just, you know, they've used it before. You would think it would not be as bad. Maybe it's the type of plastic they're using here, or they're just getting sloppy. I don't know, but overall, I am digging it. He is back heavy because of this crocodile head hanging off. You can pull that off and utilize as a weapon if you want to. I don't. You can also take his tail and he can hold it as a weapon. So just kind of a look here. And if you hear stuff in the background, the neighbor is working in the yard. So I apologize up front, but yeah, it is the late summer. So yeah, he can use that as a weapon if you want to. You can also take this off and see how his hips just kind of go loose when I mess around with him. You can also pull this off here, and you can put the Headmaster unit in as well. So we'll just go ahead and take that off. Now he's headless. The headless horseman. And he fell. What are you gonna do? I've also noticed on the Headmaster guy, just kind of a close-up of him. He looks like a little Constructicon, doesn't he? His hips want to flail out. And again, I don't know if it's mold degradation or what the deal is. He just, I don't know, the QC just doesn't seem to be as good. So there he is in the little gun thing, which I do like that. I thought that was a fun gimmick. And we just transform him back into his little Headmaster unit and put it back on top. Now, articulation on this figure, just like the other one. So head is on a little socket in there, so it can move up and down, back and forth. He has swivel at the waist. There is a joint at the top. It also goes up that far. He's got an upper arm twist right there. He has a single jointed elbow. He does have some movement in his wrist, but that is for transformation. Legs are on a ball joint, so he can kick out really, really well. Kick back about that far. And then he's got a twist at the upper leg. He has a double jointed knee, which is very cool. That's mainly for transformation. He has some articulation in his little tiny foot, but again, that is for transformation. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Krok's articulation. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I love the head sculpt to this guy. It's very different. I like the pink highlight on top of his head. The neon green and the black and the purple are just amazing. I think the chest was painted out well. I like the black wash on the silver in his midsection. I think that looks good. The neon green, I just can't say enough of it. I really do dig it. The translucence on his gator head with the teeth and the eyes, very, very nice. Overall, I think they've just done a great job kind of giving you that G2 kind of look with the paint job, and that is the most attractive thing to me about the figure. Taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, neon green, the black, the purple, I think that all works out really well. His little red buckle looking thing there on his waist looks nice. He's got his little neon gun, and yeah, I mean, it looks very Decepticon. I'd like to see either Insecticons or Constructicons in this color pattern. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely very, very cool, and it's very bright on your shelf. Finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure, this is where the engineering is probably the weakest in the robot mode because the feet are so tiny. It doesn't. You have to get it to stand just right because of the back heaviness of the gator head on the top. But I do like the red highlights on the side of the boot there. I think that's nice. He does have hollow legs in the back, but that is for transformation, which is very common among the Transformers. But, again, it's purposeful, so I'm definitely willing to forgive that. I just kind of wish that the gator legs there dangling off the side could fold back up into those empty spaces. That would have been nice. For comparison, here we have Krok with Hot Rod, and they are both deluxe figures. They stand about the same height, and oh man, I really do like that. I mean, he looks like a bad guy, which is very, very cool. They are Headmasters, so you can swap the heads out, so let's go ahead and do that. Show the gimmick off really quick. So let's put Krok on top of Hot Rod there. That looks very strange, and then we're going to put Hot Rod's head on top of Krok, and blam, there they are, switched out. And this, for some reason, reminds me of, was it Pterosaur from Beast Wars? It works for me. I like that look. Maybe it's Knockout from Transformers Prime. And that looks kind of strange. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. That just looks really, really weird. Yeah, definitely love the Headmaster gimmick. Definitely pretty fun, and I'm sure kids love it too. So here we have Krok in his crocodile mode, and then we've got little Gator Face, I think's his name. I can't remember what his name is for some weird reason already. But I love this color scheme. I think this works really, really well for the Gator mode. I don't know why. I just love this neon green color. I see a lot of alligators down south that just look almost black, so that really works for me. The purple, it's got a very Decepticon look on the little thing up here. If you hear something in the background, the neighbors are working in the yard, so I apologize about that. The only problem I've got is this. The gun does not fit for some reason in here. It's just really loose, and I'm presuming that's just mold degradation. So I'm going to have to get some floor polish and put up in there to kind of secure that up, but that's kind of irritating. And other than that, I mean, it's the same exact figure. Oh, I love it. I think it looks good. Very Insecticon looking up here on the canopy, so I don't have any fingernails. I'm going to use a spear from Menelipe to open that up. And then you can put your little Headmaster unit down in, like this, if it will focus. Alright, so we got him in there like that, and then you just kind of put that down. What annoys me about this is this little soft rubber piece can go in there too far, and it's kind of difficult to get out of there. That's annoying, and I don't know how well that rubber is going to hold up over time. So, yeah. I love it, though. I think it looks good. Articulation, he basically has some articulation there. That moves up, but that's mainly for transformation. The back piece kind of moves around, again, for transformation. Legs move up and down. Tail can swing back and forth. If the gun would actually stay in, it would slightly move, but it cannot. Arms can move up here at the shoulder as well. Head is probably the best as far as articulation goes. He can move it all around because it is on a ball joint, and then the mouth does open up. So yeah, I really, really do like the alligator mode. I liked it in the previous figure as well. I think it's a lot cooler in this mode than it is in the robot mode, but that's just me. So is Krok a figure that you want your Transformers collection? Well, if you've got Skull Splitter, this guy is kind of redundant, unless you just like the repaints. You know, hey, we have them with Smokescreen and Prowl and Blue Streak and all those guys, the Seekers. So I don't mind a repaint, especially since he's got a different head sculpt. I really like that. You know, in the Headmaster line, personally, I love this deco. I know a lot of people don't. This is either a love or hate, kind of like Dead End was in Transformers Prime. Didn't like it at first, but the more I looked at it, the more and more I liked it. I think it's got a very G2 look to it, and that's what got me to want to get the figure. It definitely looks Decepticon to me, so I think that's pretty fun. If you missed Skull Splitter, Skull Smasher, whatever you want to call him, in the first waves, then this might be something you want to pick up if you're looking for that alligator bot to fill your shelf needs. But he's definitely pretty fun. I would definitely not pay more than retail for him. He is on the shelves as we speak. The only two issues I've really got with the figure are the looseness with the hip joints on the figure, and the gun in alligator mode doesn't want to sit up into the tail, so be aware of that. There may be some QC issues because this is the second time they use the mold. It just seems like these molds don't do well when they redo them over and over. I don't know. But that's the experience I've got with the figure. Love it, love the colors, and I'm definitely glad I picked him up. So there he is, Krok from Transformers Titans Return.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.